Hey, this is Paul from iParcelBox. We've had quite a few requests from customers for more information about how to use the token functionality. So I thought I'd pull together this short video to show you how to create and share a token, and then how that token gets used by the recipient to make a delivery or collect an item from your iParcelBox. To create a token within the iParcelBox app, firstly just click on the Tokens button right up in the top left-hand corner of the screen. It will take you to a list of the current tokens. If you haven't created one before, the list will be empty. But to create a new one, press the Add button in the top right corner of the screen. A new token will be created and you'll see it appear in the list, and then a menu at the bottom will confirm that it's been created and give you some options. By default, a single-use delivery token will be created, and if that's what you want, then you could simply click on the token link and continue. But I'm going to show you here what you want to do if you want to change those details to something else. So I'm going to here click on Edit Token Details, and it will take me into the settings for that token. You can see it's being given a token ID, and there's an option to also enter a friendly name. So I'm going to call this Paul. By default, it's set to allow future deliveries, which means the token is available for use. And as I mentioned, by default, it is also a single delivery token. If you wanted to allow this token to be for collecting items from your iParcelBox, you simply select that from the drop-down, or indeed you can set it so that when the token is used, it empties the box completely. That's particularly handy if you're asking family or friends to empty your box of parcels for you whilst you're away. I'm going to leave this one as deliver for the moment, and currently I'm also going to leave it as a single-use token. We'll come back to that in a minute. So once you've finished, if you then click on the top right-hand button, and that will copy this token to your clipboard. You'll get confirmation that the token's been copied. You can then go back to the main app screen. Okay, so now I'm ready to share that token. So if you want to, you could simply email that to somebody or text it to somebody. So if I want to send that token to my mum, then maybe I can open up a text message to mum. If I paste, that will paste the token straight in there. And then when I send that, it will send the token off to my mum. So however you've decided to share that token, when the recipient gets it at the other end and wants to use it, so whether that's via this text message example we've used, or in an email or a WhatsApp, or you've even shared that link to your profile with a courier, when they want to then make a delivery or collection, all they do is click on the link. And you can see here it's opened up a website and it tells the user that the token's been accepted, it's to make a delivery, and that they should press the button on the front of the box and open the lid. I've then recorded a video on my phone of how that token actually gets used. So you can see here that the box button has now gone red because it's in token accept mode. When I press the button, the box will then unlock, and then I'm able to then open the box and make the delivery without anything happening in terms of me accepting it in the app. In the iParcelBox app, as the owner, you'll be able to see that a parcel is being delivered using a token. And once the delivery driver or recipient of the token closes the lid, you will see that the app updates to show that in this case you've had a delivery, and you will then get a notification which is customized to that token so that you know that the token has been used. If you then go back into the tokens settings within the iParcelBox app, you'll see that that token is now showing as grayed out. It was single use, it's been used once, so it's now been disabled. It also shows the time and the date that it was last used. And if you go in, you can then see those details. If you then want to re-enable that token for another single use, then you could turn on the toggle for allow future deliveries. And you can now see on the main screen that it's gone back to being white again, is enabled, and somebody could then use that token one more time. Alternatively, if you want the same person to be able to use the same token over and over again, if you change it to a multiple use, then the token will behave exactly as normal, but once it's been used, it will stay active and be allowed to be used again the next time. At any point as the owner, you can change the status of a token. So if you've shared a token link with somebody and you've changed your mind and you no longer want them to be able to use it, that's fine. Simply go into the tokens, select the token that you want to change, and turn off the toggle to allow future deliveries. That token will now immediately be unactivated. And if the recipient clicks on the link and tries to use that token, it will come up with an error, the box will stay locked, and they will be unable to use it. Similarly, at any point in time, you can change the status of the token so you could change it from single to multi-use, or from a delivery to a collection token. So I hope that's useful. That's a brief guide on how to use the digital token functionalities in the iParcelBox app to allow you to get deliveries and collections totally unattended if you want to, without having to manually unlock the iParcelBox from your app at the time of the request.